This vid is for Robert Francis Kennedy Jr. Happened on October the 7th, 2007, when he came to Blowing Rock, North Carolina. This is Cone Manor at Blowing Rock, and the sunset right before you showed up, Bobby. As you can see, it does say Cone Manor, and for some reason it's number 36. I have no idea why 36 is on there, except all these pictures go in line. Here, the reason I took this and showing you this is the sunset was quite unique. I'd never seen it breaking up like this before. Somehow the sun was hitting something that was deflecting the rays in this sunset, excuse me. And here's another pic with them over here. I'm not sure you're going to be able to see it that well. Here's another pic. This is behind Cone Manor, going up towards the lookout tower. And here's one last pic that has that same, not quite as much as the other one. Here's the other one. It's more accentuated. Let's hope it's showing up on this video better than what I'm seeing itself. But as you see, I numbered these things. And now this one is number 40. And 40 is the biggest number in the Bible. And that's kind of interesting. So now we're going from sunset on the 6th to the 7th, when you showed up to give a little get together here. This is the lady, obviously, that brought some hawks with her. And then here you are receiving the hawk from her. You had just gotten it, and luckily the people had moved out of the way that I had a clear shot. And you will see that I am down a lower area than you are right here. And here's why. Because there's the next pic. As you see, there's a handrail there. I'm down on the ground. You're about 5 steps up. And here you are. It looks like a silhouette of a man and an eagle, not a hawk. But look up here. This is a contrail. And as you see, it's going this way, that way. This is the first shot that I got of you, and I couldn't understand why my camera did that, because here's the next shot. I didn't move the camera, didn't adjust the camera. There's the next shot. So let's go back to this shot. The infamous bullet coming from the grassy knoll. Right there, right at the most perfected spot you can be. Now watch this. Number 43. 43 is the number of Jesus Christ. Oh yes it is. Jesus is 11 and Christ is 32. You put them together, 43. Can you believe that? That I marked that and I had no idea that I was doing it right on this unique picture that actually shows, it looks like a man holding an eagle. And it was on the greatest day, this was taken on the greatest day of America's freedom. October the 7th is when George Washington defeated the British at Saratoga. 2 years later, 81 I believe it was, the Over the Mountain Boys, and also some people that came from White Plains, New York, met down at Kings Mountain, South Carolina, and defeated the British there. They captured 668 prisoners, and they immediately killed 13 or more officers. Immediately killed them. Let me stop a second. October the 7th is noted for some other days also, but here again, the British were defeated in the South on October the 7th, and they left and never had another major battle in the South. They went home with their tails between their legs, October the 7th. And Bobby, I'm one of your daddy's best friends. And you didn't know it. But you met me that day. You know you met me that day. Quite interesting, huh? And it was in 1966 when I was talking with your dad that I sent him to someplace, somebody. And I told him, make the appointment on October the 7th because that is a great day for you, Bobby. And I called him Bobby. Remember, I did not purposefully put 43 on here, Bobby. It's just whatever. And it's the number of Jesus Christ. So here's your next picture, which you cannot see. I have to get a different angle with this. See? You see the little green circle? Yeah, I can get the green circle here. There's a little green right here. Green. And you know what that means. And you know you were into the planet Earth and its weather and everything else, even back then. So then I went to this picture. And why have I got this? Because the Hulk is flying on the other side of your head there. And I did it as a joke, Bobby. Boy, Bobby, you sure do have a big head there that you're actually hiding almost the Hulk in itself. And it's flying. You can see the wing coming out the left and a little, it was flapping on the right side of, down near below your ear. But Bobby, what a big head you got there, dude. No, man, it's funny. It's funny. What number is it? 45. Okay, my name James Michael. It does equal 45. And here you are, just about ready to release this Hulk. Oops, and there you are. And why this pic is this guy behind you almost looks like Bill Clinton. And you got a little head over your shoulder, just a head, like a specter, like a ghost, like a little spirit. It's kind of funny. I know, you don't believe it. And there she goes, the Hulk that you let go. The Hulk that you let go. And here's the last pic of just all it did was move the camera down. The one peak right there is Table Rock, or known as Attacoa, the Cherokee Holy Mountain. The other peak is Hulk's Bill. And then up here, that's Sitting Bear. On the other side of that gorge is the exact trail going to the left, going south, that the over the mountain boys took one from, what was it, just a second? Yeah, from Sycamore Shoals, Tennessee. They marched all the way down to Kings Mountain. And what number was it? 49. I was born in 49. Whatever. Funny how numbers do, this and that. So there you go, Bobby. The man who knew your daddy and the man who served your daddy. You met on that interesting day. The exact day I sent your dad to go see somebody in 1966. Before I sent him to Bohemian Grove in July of 67, having him wave a white flag and trying to convince the people at Bohemian Grove that you were not going to avenge your brother's death, but you wanted to be president just the same. And they showed how they accepted your white flag because they killed you before July the next year. And this is why your daddy, why the good Lord kept your daddy alive for 24 plus hours, so that he would pass on the day 6/6/68 to prove that the 3 6s had gotten your daddy. And if you see the other video that I put out, JFK's Pocahontas, and see all the 6s there, those 6s represent that which was after you. that which was after me, that which did your uncle in, that which did your daddy in. And everybody's scared of the 666. Well, if you are scared of the number, what also are you scared of? Are you scared of other men? Are you scared of living on this planet? Are you scared of this? Are you scared of that? What is the rationale that you people have, and why are you so skittish? And why can you not accept the truth? I'll do one more thing on this video so that you all can see what's going on. I'm going to bring out my polygraph test. And I'll give you a little more than that. Here is the paper on 7/8/66, but it happened on 7/6/66, the 3 6s. Booby-trapped by the CIA, contract agent. He tried to kill me again the same day in 68. He found out that I was the same boy that he had contracted out in 66, and now he's understanding that he had been duped by those people who signed the contract on my rear end, which was the CIA. He had been duped, and he turned against the CIA and killed several agents because of that. And here, the woman who worked at the Pentagon, this is me. The woman I had steal documents out of the Air Force proving there was UFOs. This was in the 50s and the 60s. I still have those documents hidden somewhere, and you don't know where they are. Then again, with the right research, you may think you know where they are, but then you won't. And here's the ring. The ankh was about a quarter that size, but it had 6 nice diamonds around it, and inside it said, "Love Jackie forever," and it was 28 karat gold. Just a second. And there, I've done this picture on another vid. There's my 16-year-old pic. Take this to the police officers behind the book depository. You will find 2, if they're still alive, and maybe 3, that saw me, talked to me, tried to stop me, and couldn't do it because my Father in heaven would not let them stop me. You didn't have the right to know who I was, okay? Not at that time. And here is the polygraph test, which was taken on October the 19th, 11 days before I realized that the VA had poisoned me with their pills and I had a deadly disease. And I still got it today. Just a little bit of it. Your uncle was dead, but I'm alive. I did not know JFK. I do know him, as I do know your daddy, as I do know Frank G. Wisner, who was contractually killed by Allen Dulles, and Richard Bissell was the one who did it. And you see? And now, did JFK give to you the engagement ring that was given to him by Jacqueline Bouvier? Yes. And it tells you, Mr. James Michael Chittum was truthful to the relevant test questions, and no deception was indicated. So go on, America. Go on, keep on lying to yourself about the truth. Go on, keep on denying the truth. And you will be denied possibly exactly you were hoping not to be denied. I am the truth, always. Get over it, people. Get over it. The family who sought to make the United States green and were unable to do it. Over 50 years ago, we were in the process of changing from all this carbon emissions to something safer, cleaner, better, more holy. But the CIA cut it off. As Brennan and Clapper are CIA and are great liars, so was Allen Dulles, whom I claimed poisoned your granddaddy, and he had a stroke. He was poisoned to die. But the one Father in heaven chose for him not to die. And that's the way that works. What's happening to Donald Trump is exactly what happened to John Fitzgerald Kennedy and your daddy. If you can't accept that, sir, you are a shallow, scared little boy. Okay? If you cannot accept my truth and the reality of your world, of what I just stated, then you're a small, shallow little boy.